What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. At Sports Talk Matt is my handle on all socials, including our Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to join that. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Okay, so would you ever send the gift of Omaha Steaks? I got it sent to me. Comes in a really cool package, very easy. Boxes go right in the freezer, ready to use whenever you want to go and use them. It's convenient, it's very simple, and it would make an awesome gift this holiday season to have it show up. You eat right, you eat well, steaks and seasonings and desserts and franks and all sorts of great stuff that's going on right now at omahasteaks.com. 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use the promo code JUICE, you get an additional $30 off your order. You can send these juicy, tender, butcher-cut fillets and mouth-watering burgers, gourmet jumbo franks, and even easy-to-prepare meals that are ready in a flash, simple and easy this holiday season with Omaha Steaks. The possibilities are endless. This offer will not last long. Omaha Steaks, ready to ship right away. So shop early and beat the shipping rush. Visit omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide, plus use that promo code JUICE at checkout to get an extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Okay, we are one whistle away from a 3-1 night. Look, this is what happens when I'm cold. You just get bad breaks, okay? The Rockets were down 4, took a 3, missed it. Rebound, Mavericks. Whistle with 0.5 seconds to play. Now, Scott Foster could have let that go. There was a bump. It was a justifiable foul. You've seen referees not call that because the game was over, but he called and blew the whistle. So -4, -5, all those numbers, 4.5, all three of the numbers cleared because 2 free throws get hit. I think Luka took them, right? 2 free throws hit. I was so mad I couldn't watch. Couldn't believe the foul. Couldn't believe the call. But final was a 6-point margin. Mavericks win by 6, and they cover thanks to a very fortuitous whistle. And if you were on the Mavericks, congratulations. That's a lucky hit. It's a bad beat. It's a lucky hit. It's just what happens when you're cold, okay? And I'm cold this week. I went 0-3 on Monday, went 2-2 on Tuesday, okay? So I got 3 bets for you guys here today. We're just going to keep firing and hope to pull ourselves out of this. But, when I feel like I'm cold, I tend to shrink a little bit and I don't kind of go overboard and bet a ton. I tend to bet a little bit less just to get through this period where the board is against me and just I'm not getting the breaks and things aren't rolling right. So it's been a rough week, but we still have, a very good month going, and let's just try to get some, clawed back. We're down 0.2. So down, I think 3.4. So down about 3.6 units for the week. But plenty of time to come out of this and have a winning week. We were down last week, midweek, and then we pulled ourselves out of it with a couple of good days on Friday and Sunday. So hopefully we can do that again here today or this week going, okay? So I have one bet in 3 different sports for you guys. Let's talk about the Denver Nuggets. They are getting Jamal Murray back. Now, I have made this bet. If Jamal Murray does not play, okay, and all indications is that Jamal Murray is coming back and he is scheduled to play for the Denver Nuggets, okay? He didn't play on Monday. It looks like he's coming back. He's very close to returning. It looks like he could be coming back here tonight. It's important that he comes back and plays tonight because we're going to lay the 5.5 points against Houston, okay? Laying the 5.5. Houston's playing on a back-to-back. We just bet on Houston. Now I'm going to fade Houston because Jamal Murray is coming back. He hasn't played since November the 4th, okay? When he's on the floor, everything is different, all right? It's averaging over 16 points per game, over 7 assists per game. Just everything goes right when this guy's on the court. So he's a huge part of what the Nuggets do, and the Nuggets are at home, okay? This is a home game. They play at the Suns on Friday. So by all accounts, it looks like he's coming back. Denver's 5-5 without Murray, but they've looked completely different without him. With him back on the court, I expect the typical Denver Nuggets team at home. Now, I bet it, but if he's ruled out, I'm going to punt on this bet, okay? This is 5.5 with Jamal Murray playing. Denver -5.5 with Jamal Murray playing for 1.1 units. If he's not, don't bet it, okay? If he's knocked out, they hold him out one more game until Friday, we're not betting it. I think he's playing. Everything I've read, he's going to play. Murray plays -5.5 for Denver, 1.1 units down on it. If not, we'll punt out of it and we'll go find something else to bet on. Bet number 2, Duke at Arkansas. Now, this is interesting. Arkansas is 6-1 to the over on the year. They're 4-0 at home to the over. And some of their games have flown over at home. 143 against Old Dominion, went over by 20 points. Playing North Carolina last game, they lost the game 87-72, went over by 7. Against Memphis, 150, went over by 13 points. Last game for Duke at home against Southern Indiana went under, but who cares? The big names we're looking at, Michigan State went under, but barely by 2.5. And at home against Arizona, it went under by 4.5. They've been very close to the number. KenPom has this at a 151 total. Number here is 149. I expect this number to go up. I expect this number to close at 151 or higher here for this. Duke is 0-1 to the over away from home on that neutral court against Michigan State, but that's a Michigan State deal. We're going to see up tempo. We're going to see Arkansas push tempo. We're going to see Duke push tempo. Duke is the number 9 adjusted efficiency for offense. Arkansas is not great, but they're not awful either. They're 39th. Arkansas defense, though, 60th for adjusted efficiency. That's not good. Effective field goal percentage, they're 159th. That's not good. 3-point percentage, they're 256th guarding the 3. Duke is a decent three-point shooting, not a great three-point shooting team, but they'll have open looks for sure. But Duke is very good at hitting twos. They're top 15 in the country at 2-point percentage. 111th for Arkansas defensively here. Okay, that's not great. Duke's defense has been okay, but not great. 27th adjusted efficiency, but effective field goal percentage, they're 70th. 3-point percentage, they're 130th. 2-point percentage, they're 71st. Okay, so we're talking about tempo here, talking about getting it, average length of possession. They play fast. Okay, Duke doesn't make you work. Duke is 325th. Okay, so not that great. On the other side, Arkansas' defense is not bad, 107th, but Duke takes quick possessions. 16.4 average possession length. That's 104th in the country. They're fast. They play quick. So they score. They play quick. They take good shots. They hit shots. They score. They don't hit a lot of threes, but they score in the paint. Arkansas' defense is not very good. Arkansas's got to run to win, up tempo, typical at home for them. Over 149. Duke and Arkansas for 1.1 units. And finally, to the NHL, I've got 2 bets, 1 bet officially, and if you want to bet a first period under, I do like Montreal tonight, first period under. It's a little scary. It's why I'm not going to make it official, but I don't hate it. Montreal, Sam Montembeault is going to start. Columbus is going to start Elvis. Both these guys recently have been pretty good, but the 6.5 total worries me a little bit. There's been games where Columbus has been had 3 or 4 goals in the first period. Montreal's been very good to the first period under. Columbus has been kind of middle of the pack, but I do lean towards the first period under. It's plus 120 for Montreal and Columbus. But the official play I'm going to make is Washington on the road against Los Angeles. Both these teams are 4-1 to the under over their last 5. Washington on the road, Los Angeles at home. Cam Talbot has been phenomenal in net for the LA Kings. At home, last 2 starts, he's given up 2 goals. He's got a great goals against average at home for Cam Talbot, 2.82. But really, it's been recently for him where he's been just tremendous. In the month of November, Cam Talbot has a 1.57 goals against average. That's just absolutely tremendous. And Washington hasn't been scoring. They just lost to San Jose, lost 2-1 to San Jose. They're not scoring many goals here at all. And yes, LA's firepower can definitely get involved, but the last two home games for Cam Talbot, 5-1, 2-1. And a 4-2 loss. So to Philly. So the last 3 games have gone 6 or under. Total is 6 in this game. I think we get a 3-1, 3-2 hockey game going between these two. I do think LA wins the game. So, I mean, if you just want to avoid everything, just go with an LA win. But it's pretty expensive. It's minus 220 on the money line. And I'm not really looking to lay the puck line here because it's a game that I think goes under. So I think LA wins, but I could see like a 2-2 game going to a shootout. I can see a 2-2 game, or, 3-1 game here. I don't really want to get involved with the puck line. That does scare me a little bit. It's, plus 125, plus 127 on the puck line if you want to go that route. I do think LA wins. Not sure they win it by more than 1 goal, however. So I do like the under, and the 6 gives us a push potential here with the 6. So under 6 goals, Washington and the LA Kings for 1.1 units. Okay, so just 3 bets here today officially for us. Denver minus 5.5. Murray needs to be playing for that to be officially active. Okay, I've bet it, but I'll get out of it if I have to. Denver at home against Houston. Duke in Arkansas over 149 and under 6 goals for Washington in the LA Kings. Under 6 for 1.1 units. All right, 3.3 units in play here for a Wednesday. Let's hopefully have a winning day. Let's record one of those, watch the ball go through the hoop, and then get after it here for a Thursday, Friday, and a monster, and I mean monster, college football Saturday that we'll get into a ton. We're going to hedge, guys, okay? If you are looking at the Florida State game, get ready for an ACC hedge. There's not going to be a hedge in the Big Ten with Michigan, but I very well might be coming in and betting an additional championship ticket or 2 coming in here to add to the positions that we're in. Just might jump in here with a couple of those before we figure out the championship weekend because it might be worthwhile just grabbing them because the prices are pretty good. So we'll do more of that coming up as we roll through this week. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast is being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.